Hi everyone, we are Team Flash, a team of internal consultants brought together after acquiring our superpowers from Financial Accounting Northwestern IMC. Each one of us have super speed reflexes to adapt to our organization to quickly retain leadership in a competitive landscape. Speed plus agility equals winning, and we are here to discuss where Dollar Tree currently stands, current challenges, and opportunities ahead to quickly adapt, grow, and compete with our rivals. First, let's do a brief introduction on Dollar Tree, the company. It was initially started in 1954 by K.R. Perry, and then eventually rebranded in 1980 as Dollar Tree. Over the course of 20 to 30 years, Dollar Tree has been acquiring a series of smaller, extreme discount retail stores. They went public in 1994 for two and was market valued at 225 million. Currently, now they're market valued at 18.5 billion. The three things that you guys need to know as we continue on with this presentation are Dollar Tree is one of the top. It's one of the top extreme discount retailer stores. The other one being Dollar General. It's an operationally excellent company, and it recently acquired a major competitor in the field, Family Dollar. Dollar Tree sells a variety of different products. Seasonal products are their main revenue generators. These are the type of products that they try to push for and place at the very beginning of the store. Dollar Tree products are usually priced under $1, whereas Family Dollars are products that are priced under $10. Majority of Dollar Tree customers and Family Dollar customers are fairly similar. They are the low to medium household income earners that are very frugal with their money and very frugal with expenses. They target college shoppers who are trying to save on expenses and individuals who plan for parties. Now, as we move on to our competitors, Dollar General and Dollar Tree compete fairly neck to neck, whereas Big Lots, Five Below, and Rose's discount stores don't necessarily have as much market share and market value as much as Dollar General and Dollar Tree. The major competitor in this space right now is Walmart. Walmart is slowly creeping in and capturing market share and market space away from Dollar General and Dollar Tree. In 2015, Dollar Tree outbid Dollar General to acquire Family Dollar. This was unique and different because Family Dollar is much larger than Dollar Tree. Granted, Dollar General did pay more to acquire Family Dollar. Family Dollar found it best to be found their relationship with Dollar Tree to be much more fruitful and beneficial for the post-merger acquisition of experiences. This acquisition has propelled Dollar Tree to be one of the more competitive retailers in the discount vertical space. This took courage from the leadership's part to purchase a much larger company. Throughout the presentation, we are going to talk about the nature of this acquisition, what has it done to our financials, what has it done to our efficiency, but before we jump to that, I'm going to hand it over to Crystal to talk about our leadership team, their background, and what makes them superheroes.
Thank you, Awesome, for the wonderful introduction. Who is leading Dollar Tree? This is our dream team, and these are the leaders who gave Flash his superpowers. There are CEO, Bob Sasser, Gary M. Philbin, who's the enterprise president, Kevin Wampler, who's the CFO, and Duncan McNaughton, who's the CEO. 90% of the leadership team come from operation manager backgrounds, and therefore there's an obvious lack of diversity within the board members. Currently, there are 25 people sitting on the board of directors at Dollar Tree. Ranging in age from 46 to 79 years old, there's only one female and the rest are men. Many of the top-ranking board members have been at Dollar Tree since around 2001. And the con of having members who have been around so long is that they possibly are not bringing fresh ideas or perspectives to the company. They all do come from operationally excellent backgrounds. However, there's only a sliver of them that come with creativity. There's only 2 members who are from Dollar Tree who are consultants and have marketing backgrounds, and one who has been noted as being responsible for bringing technology to all the Family Dollar stores. Although since the acquisition, they have kept the innovation gurus from Family Dollar, our consultant team recommends that we hire more staff who are tech savvy and innovative. Many of the board members have served on the board of companies across different industries. For example, Lumber Liquidators, Rue 21, K&K Toys, Michaels, The Finish Line, Albertsons Inc., Shaw Supermarkets. The board is also comprised of members who served at operationally excellent companies like SuperValue and the TJX companies, which bring extremely important experience to the company. Several of the board members have held positions with a company that Dollar Tree views as their main competitor and nemesis, Walmart. We can call him Superman. Acquiring members from your top competitor, who is known for being one of the best at being operationally excellent, can only help you get the edge on beating them at their own game, right? Well, that's what we're hoping. We're hoping that we've figured out some kryptonite to Walmart. What is the company culture like and working at Dollar Tree and Family Dollar? Our mission statement in Dollar Tree is that we are customer oriented. At the ground level, Dollar Tree sees themselves as a place for store managers to launch their careers. Most employees do not stay long, but reviews show that most employees don't expect to. They use their position to gain experience and move on. And to that point, they have a lot of positions open currently for managers, which is the same thought process, actually, as our competitor, Dollar General. The in-store jobs pay minimum wage, and the managers state that they're overworked. However, employee reviews also suggest that the managerial path at Dollar Tree still offers great experience for those starting their careers in retail management. So there are a couple of fun facts about Dollar Tree. Because we are customer oriented, one thing that we do is sell $1 steaks from time to time. These steaks are only sold in our store who have freezer selections, and the frozen boneless beef steaks come pre-seasoned and fine. Another fun fact is that Dollar Tree's business delivery services are cheaper than other warehouse clubs. A lot of the warehouse clubs have business delivery services that require you to pay a membership fee and even maybe have a minimal order, but that's not the case with Dollar Tree, direct to business. Everything is $1, and you can get free shipping with in-store pickup at your local Dollar Tree. And those are some of the fun facts to show our company culture and to show how we are for our customer and customer oriented. In-store experience. Again, our mission statement is that Dollar Tree is customer oriented, and our 3 main components are attitude, judgment, and commitment. We care about responsibility, integrity, courtesy, and to do the right thing for the right reason, honor and respect for yourself and the company. And this is not just illustrated within Dollar Tree. This is also seen in Family Dollar, which I have witnessed for my own self when I did a store visit. It was in a community, and all the cashiers knew literally everybody who walked into the door. They knew them by name. They were like politicians. They were hugging people and kissing babies, seriously. And it just showed a very community-centric vibe. And respect for themselves, respect for their company. And it was a great thing to see and witness. And it was a great experience. Leadership to strategy. So our thing is that we have to sell high volume and a lot of sales in order to have great performance in our stores. And therefore, what keeps us up at night is being operationally excellent, operationally excellent, operationally excellent. We're going to drill that point on throughout our entire slide set. So to give you some more figures and numbers about that, we have Rhett, who is going to talk about the business strategy, of course, again, which leads to operational excellence. So I'm going to hand it off to you, Rhett.
Thank you, Crystal. Hi, my name is Rhett Marisi. Our success at Dollar Tree is due to delivering excellent customer value and convenience. We continue to deliver a large variety of products at a single price point. That is under $1 at Dollar Tree and under $10 at Family Dollar. But how do we do this? Yes, it's with excellent operators, as Crystal mentioned earlier in the presentation, but also through excellent operations. And 2 key components of being operationally excellent are found within our supply chain logistics and real estate strategy, both of which, when done correct, help to create value for our customers. To remain operationally excellent in our supply chain logistics, we look to drive efficiency through our manufacturers' relationships as well as using technology. We maintain good relationships with our manufacturers, which helps us to create a merchandise mix that continues to wow customers and enables us, Dollar Tree, to keep prices low so that we may hit our margins. Some parts of this include direct relationships with manufacturers that permit us to select from a broad range of products and allows us to customize in areas such as packaging, product size, and package quantities. Another benefit of our relationship-based approach to achieving operational excellence is that we can maintain a flexible sourcing merchandise model that allows for a variety of products to be sold as long as we are hitting our expected margins. Thirdly, with the recent acquisition of Family Dollar, we are driving scale through common vendors, increased direct factory sourcing, and reduced usage of domestic importers. Again, relationship-based. Of course, while we strive for operational excellence through great relationships at the core, technology enables all of this to happen. We use, for example, point-of-sale technology for inventory management, which assists our buyers and improves merchandise allocation throughout our stores. The result, improved inventory management and efficient distribution store operations. For example, when key merchandise is running low, we have an automatic replenishment system that keeps popular items stocked based on actual store-level sales data. And this creates value for our customers and culminates in what we call our merchandise mission. Within supply chain logistics, we look to provide our customers with extreme value at a $1 price point. And how do we deliver on this? We find the right product through our relationships with our vendors and merchandisers. We deliver extreme quality by pushing them to bring us some of the best items that they can find. We get the right price, and we keep it simple. Second component to remaining operationally excellent is through our real estate strategy. We use data-driven insights on location, target customer profiles, competitive dynamics, and cost structures to drive our strategy. With these insights, we build stores primarily in high-traffic strip shopping centers near larger retailers who drive similar target customer profile. This provides the largest amount of foot traffic for our stores with minimal effort on our part. As well, we've honed in on the optimal size of our stores operationally. We keep our Dollar Tree stores between 8,000 and 10,000 square feet, and our Family Dollar stores between 6,000 and 8,000 square feet. To summarize the customer value within this operationally excellent real estate strategy is convenience. In pursuit of this operational excellence, it takes courage. And I'm going to hand it off to Liz and Mike to discuss the financial outcomes and our financial health and our future outlook.
Thanks, Rhett. Now we're going to go over some of the numbers surrounding Dollar Tree's financial health. As we mentioned earlier, we took the courageous step of acquiring Family Dollar in an attempt to increase the overall longevity of the Dollar Tree brand. Now, it should be noted that prior to the acquisition, we were a very financially stable organization. We had excellent margins, low liabilities, and great cash flow. Given that we're about 18 months out since the initial July of 2015 acquisition, the results are a bit mixed. We have seen more than an 80% increase in revenues and a 40% increase in both working capital as well as gross profit. We have seen a decline in gross margins, operating margins, as well as net income. The last two can be directly related to an increase in selling, general, and administrative expenses as a result of the Family Dollar merger. Over to you, Liz.
Thanks, Mike. As Mike just mentioned, Dollar Tree took on significant financial risk in order to make this courageous acquisition of Family Dollar. This acquisition had several financial consequences, many of which Mike just outlined. The three main consequences are an increase in long-term debt, a decrease in cash, and an increase in long-term assets. One of the main ways that Dollar Tree financed this acquisition was through long-term debt. Long-term debt increased from $682.7 million in 2015 to $7.465 billion in 2016. As a result, Dollar Tree has had to use a significant portion of its cash to fund principal payments and cover its interest expenses. This trade-off means that Dollar Tree cannot use this cash for other capital or value-generating activities. As a result of the significant increase in interest expense, Dollar Tree's interest coverage ratio is 1.75. The Dollar Tree team will need to keep an eye on this ratio because they will want to make sure that they can continue to pay down the interest on these long-term debts. Finally, Dollar Tree is now highly leveraged, as is apparent from the significant increase in the debt-equity ratio from 2015 to 2016. In addition to using long-term debts to finance the Family Dollar acquisition, Dollar Tree also used a significant amount of cash. Specifically, there was a $6.527 billion decrease in cash flows from investing activities for the acquisition, net of common stock issued, equity compensation, and cash acquired. As a result, both the quick and cash ratios declined significantly, which means that the organization is much more illiquid post-acquisition. Consequently, the organization has less cash on hand to use to respond quickly to changes in the marketplace. Additionally, more cash is currently tied up in merchandise inventories, which represents a future opportunity for a significant increase in cash. Not only is the Dollar Tree more illiquid than in the past, but also the organization's assets are more long-term. Current assets now only make up about 25% of total assets. Specifically, these long-term assets are in the form of Family Dollar stores, land, and equipment as a result of the acquisition. Additionally, Dollar Tree is investing in freezers and coolers, adding this equipment to 665 stores in 2015, with plans to install them in 400 more stores in 2016. This investment in long-term assets will help them to better compete against not only other discount retailers, but also drugstores, grocery stores, and superstores like Walmart. Additionally, the acquisition also increased the company's goodwill, a non-current asset, from $164 million to over $5 billion. Given the Dollar Tree's increase in long-term debt, decrease in cash, and increase in long-term assets, we recommend that Dollar Tree shift their financial strategy in order to put the organization in a healthier financial position. Specifically, the leadership must first streamline operations to reduce expenses. As a result of the acquisition, Dollar Tree has several duplicative expenses, which are reflected in the significant increase in SG&A from $1.99 billion in 2015 to $3.61 billion in 2016, and high operating costs. Dollar Tree has already started to reevaluate personnel and has laid off 370 employees from the corporate office. The organization will need to continue to streamline these duplicative expenses in order to realize the estimated $300 million in annual cost synergies within 3 years of the acquisition, as they had initially hoped. As a result of streamlining operations, Dollar Tree will improve gross margin, operating margin, and net income. Second, Dollar Tree must focus on increasing sales and retaining cash. Since fixed costs love volume, and now Dollar Tree has more fixed long-term costs and assets than ever before, it is imperative for Dollar Tree to increase sales. Not only will Dollar Tree need to increase sales, but also retain as much cash as they can after meeting their obligations. One of the ways they can retain cash is by continuing to delay paying back vendors, which Dollar Tree may have already started doing since accounts payables increased from $41.9 million in 2015 to $183.9 million in 2016. They will need to reinvest this cash to build back up retained earnings, which fell by 53% post-acquisition, and continue to not pay dividends to investors. The hope is that by increasing sales and retaining cash, Dollar Tree can not only start to pay down its significant long-term debt, but also be in a healthier financial position in the future. Now, Mike will talk about the goals for this shift in financial strategy.
Thanks, Liz. The goal of these activities is to make Dollar Tree more profitable in the future. As a result, we can be more nimble and flash-like again. That way, our organization can respond to future changes in the marketplace rather than being crippled by their immobile long-term assets and liabilities. Ultimately, the goal is to increase shareholder value and increase earnings per share, currently at $3.39. Now, Scott will take a deeper dive into our strategy as we prepare for the future. Over to you, Scott.
Thanks, Liz and Mike. So my name is Scott. I'm going to talk about some of the challenges and future opportunities for Dollar Tree that we found from our research, as well as ways to fight the big bad Amazon.com. So one of the things we found is there isn't a big differentiator between Dollar Tree and Dollar General, our biggest competitor. Although we are aggressively expanding, we're going to be reaching more customers. So one big thing for us is to grab them early and keep them coming back. So two big areas of focus is improving the the in-store experience, and of course, improving the e-commerce site and experience. So one thing that we found, and we showed you earlier in the presentation, a lot of the times the in-store experience is a little bit lackluster, not too impressive. During the recession, Dollar Tree began to find a large increase in millennial customers. If you know anything about us, 84% of millennials use phones to assist with in-store shopping. One thing that Dollar General does have that Dollar Tree doesn't have is a mobile app. We definitely recommend creating that to assist customers by providing product information, specials, things like that. And of course, allowing customers to link mobile payments, so Apple Pay, Samsung Pay, things like that to make things even easier. Also, one thing Family Dollar had that Dollar Tree did not have is self-checkout. You see it at CVS, Walgreens all the time. Adopting those best practices from Family Dollar and bring that into a lot of our stores. In terms of expanding e-commerce, right now, Dollar Tree has the Value Seekers Club. It's our loyalty club that offers tips, tricks, things like that. If you purchase on our website, we recommend buying bulk orders and having them shipped to stores. One thing we'd want to do is adopt a sort of Amazon.com annual subscription. That way we could get things to people directly to their home, not in stores, and that would offset our margins as being an operationally excellent company. And of course, we'd analyze and collect all that data to become even more efficient. Another big thing for the e-commerce site is the Dollar Tree Direct to Business. So we recommend, or Dollar Tree recommends that for florists, cafes, small business owners, there's 24/7 tech support. You can create accounts and create continuous shipping things if you know you need products more and more. We'd want to improve that, make it a little bit more customer friendly. Right now, you really have to search and find that on the website. It's not as well known. Of course, advertise that more, get that out there more, because it could be a large portion, a large way for us to increase revenue and just reach more people, not just consumers, but small businesses. One big concern is actually the changing political landscape. So that's one thing to keep an eye on, but we can't really make any proactive recommendations because until it's enacted, it's really hard to make a recommendation. Right now, the new administration has a 45% tariff out, which would dramatically hurt our business. Obviously, as an operationally excellent company operating on small margins, that could really, really hurt everything coming from China, one of our biggest suppliers. So it's something we need to keep an eye on and make recommendations moving forward if that becomes a thing. But something to keep an eye out as a potential concern. Another thing right now is combating negative PR. In 2015, Dollar Tree was caught selling products with BPA in a lot of their plastics. Obviously, customers are our number one priority. We recommend getting that off the shelf completely, finding alternative solutions. If we can't find alternative solutions that are not cost efficient, price efficient, that would hurt us in the long run, just discontinue those products altogether. But first and foremost, make sure they're off the shelf. Other thing is to be more proactive in terms of our PR. So knowing that there are things that could come up, whether it's toxic chemicals in products, labor issues, something that might happen in the store, is to bucket all of these and create proactive roadmaps. So if something comes up, we can be efficient, we can be quick, and really combat that before it becomes a larger thing. Would really be beneficial for Dollar Tree down the road. Instead of waiting for something to happen, be more proactive. A big recommendation from us. And of course, fighting Amazon.com. Dollar Tree can't compete with Amazon in terms of their inventory or Costco in terms of their volume, even though we do have customers buying things on volume, whether it's shipped to their house or directly to stores. One thing we recommend is combining the best of both worlds. So Dollar Tree has 10 national distribution centers, and with 13,000 stores and being an operationally excellent company, we can already get products to people or to areas very, very quickly. What we would want to do is continue those best practices. And again, based off of the Value Seekers Club, it's a mouthful, create some sort of annual subscription fee like an Amazon.com, which would offset those prices and get people products directly to their home, not necessarily just having them to their closest store. So really our recommendation is keep the volume that the volume requirements that Dollar Tree has right now, creating a new type of subscription fee, and then getting all of those products directly to consumers really, really help fight Amazon.com with the savings and the distribution that we already have. So with that, I'm going to kick it back to Asim.
Thank you, Scott. Well, there you have it. Since we've acquired Family Dollar, we've acquired significant leverage and debt. Our cash is tied up in merchandising, and we are behind in the digital consumer shopper experience. Now is the time to not only continue the path of being operationally excellent, but to look at our leadership team, to look at our DNA and shake things up by adding someone from an innovative background that could bring in that fresh layer, that new perspective, and innovative ideas that can help us grow our sales, help us accommodate our shopper experiences to meet the consumer demand, help us grow our digital presence. This is the time to act now. If we want to fend off Superman at Walmart from taking away our market share, we need to be innovative and we need to accommodate to the consumer shopping demands. I want to thank all of you for this presentation and giving us the time to share our recommendations and thoughts. We wish you nothing but the best, Dollar Tree. Thank you.